Pre-orders can be amazing for a Shopify store. They can help you sell before inventory arrives, test demand before a full launch, and avoid losing sales just because a product is temporarily out of stock. But if you set them up the wrong way, pre-orders can also create a mess. Customers think the item is shipping right away, your fulfillment system tries to ship products you don't have, inventory gets confusing, and now your support inbox is full of people asking, where is my order? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up pre-orders on Shopify without breaking your inventory. We are going to cover why pre-orders can be useful, how to do a basic pre-order setup inside of Shopify without an app, when you should use a pre-order app, the best practices you need to follow, and how to test this before spending money on a paid plan. I'm Erin from Shopify Mastery. Let's get into it. And if you are still setting up your Shopify store, I will leave our Shopify link down below so you can start there and follow along. So first, why would you even use pre-orders? The simple answer is cash flow and demand. If you're launching a new product, restocking a popular item, or testing whether people actually want something, pre-orders let customers buy before the product is ready to ship. And that can help you forecast demand. It can help fund inventory, and it can stop you from losing sales when something is coming soon but not available yet. For example, maybe you have a product arriving in 3 weeks. Without pre-orders, that product may just show as sold out. But with pre-orders, customers can still place an order as long as they understand that shipping will take longer than normal. And pre-orders also excites people because they have something to look forward to. And that is the key part. Pre-orders only work well when the customer know what is happening. They need to know when you expect the product to ship, and they need to know whether they are paying now, paying later, or paying a deposit. If that communication is unclear, pre-orders can hurt trust really fast. Now let's start with the simplest option, setting up pre-orders without an app. If you already have a product, you can open that product inside of your Shopify admin. But if your store is brand new like mine, you can click on add product and create a quick test pre-order product, and I set the price to $25. So all you would do is click on add product and then type in test pre-order product. And then you can set the price here at $25. So all you would do is name the title test pre-order product and then set the price to $25. And then click on save, and then it will show up on your products. So from here, you want to scroll down to inventory section, and you want to make sure that track quantity is turned on and inventory track is turned on, and then set the available inventory to 0. And this next part is the most important setting. So you want to check the box that says continue selling when out of stock. So what this does is allow Shopify to keep accepting orders even when the product has no inventory available. So instead of showing the product as sold out, Shopify will still let the customer add it to cart and check out. And then once you save the product, we're going to click on preview, and then we are going to see what your storefront looks like. So now you can see the product is technically at 0 inventory, but the customer can still add to cart. That is why the native method can still work for a very simple pre-order, but here is the big warning. Notice that the button still says add to cart. It does not say pre-order. And there's nothing on this page that tells the customer like, hey, this item is not shipping right away. So yes, Shopify will let you take the order, but by default, this does not create a full pre-order experience. That means if you do choose to use this method, you need to add the communication yourself. So you should add a text in the product description. So what we do, we could go back to the product, and then we can change the product description. So you could add a text in the product description that says something like, this item is available for pre-order and is expected to ship in 3 to 4 weeks. What's neat is you can also click on generate text. So like the AI feature, you can type that and then it'll generate a new text for you. That's a little bit more professional, so we can just do that. And there are a couple other options for this, but you can play around with it, but all you have to do is click on save. So now if we go back to preview and open up the storefront, we can see that the description is available. So the native method is fine if you are testing pre-orders, if you only expect a small number of orders, or if you are okay managing everything manually. But if you want the button to say pre-order, or if you want clearer messaging, if you want automated emails, or if you want to stop fulfillment from touching these orders too early, then that is where a pre-order app can make more sense. Now let's look at the second option, option, which is using a pre-order app. This is the better option, again, if you want the page to clearly say pre-order, or if you want more control over how the offer looks, or if you want to avoid manually explaining everything on every product page. So to find one, let's go to apps on the left-hand side, and then you're going to click on app settings, and then we're going to go to Shopify App Store, and then all you have to do is type in pre-order. So that is what we are going to do, and then it'll show you all the pre-order and back in stock apps. So before installing, I like to click on View Demo Store if the app has one, and then that way you can see what the customer experience would actually look like before adding it to your store. And this is the part that really matters. On the demo, you can see products with a pre-order button, products that are sold out, and products that let customers get notified when something comes back in stock. So that is already much clearer than the native Shopify setup, where the button may still say add to cart even though the item is technically a pre-order. So once you're ready, go back to the app listing and click on install, but I already have this installed, so mine says open. So after the app is installed, you want to go back to your homepage because there is one setting that you want to check before creating your offer. So go to online store, and I like to use Dawn. It's very easy for app embeds. Sometimes other themes don't really show the app embeds well, so I like to do Dawn. And then you're going to click on edit theme. So at the top left near the theme settings, we are going to click on app embeds. And from here, you want to make sure that STOQ is turned on. This is important because the app embed is what allows the pre-order widget or button to actually show up on your storefront. If the app is installed but the embed is turned off, the app may be set up in the back end, but customers might not see anything on the product page. So once the app embed is turned on, go back to STOQ in your Shopify homepage. Click on save, go back, and then let's click on STOQ and then click on pre-orders. So we're going to click on manage offers under pre-order offers. So we're going to go to pre-orders and click on add new offer. And this is where you choose how the pre-order should work. So in this example, we're setting it up so the product shows a pre-order button when the product is out of stock. So when the app asks how you want to show the pre-order button, choose the option that says something like show pre-order when product is out of stock. So this means Shopify will only show the pre-order experience when the product inventory is at 0 or below. And that is usually the safer setup because it helps you avoid accidentally showing pre-order messaging on products that are actually in stock. And then what we want to do is add the product, then add the product that you want to include in this pre-order offer. So click on add product. In my case, I'm adding the test product that we have created earlier. Click on add. So once the product is added, the app can take over the customer-facing pre-order message and button instead of relying on the basic Shopify workaround. So click on continue. And that really is the main difference. Shopify lets you keep selling, but the app makes the pre-order obvious. So now that we created this offer, let's go back to the storefront. We'll click on online store, go under to Dawn, click edit theme, then scroll down, click on test product. Then we can see instead of the regular add a cart button, the button now says pre-order. And that is exactly what we want because the whole point is not just taking the order. Shopify can already do that with the native setting. The point is to make sure the customer understands what kind of order they are placing. If someone sees add to cart, they may assume the product is ready to ship like normal, but if they see pre-order, that gives them a clear signal that this item is being purchased before it is available. You can also see that there is a shipping message under the button, and this is a detail that I will pay attention to because you can see here that we are clear, like expect to ship in 3 to 4 weeks. So the more clear you are on your shipping message, the fewer confused customers you're going to have later. And I would pay attention to this small detail because the more detailed you are on shipping expectations, you are going to deal with less confused customers. So if you use an app, do not turn it on and assume everything is done. You want to go back to your product page, check the button, check the product message, check the shipping message, and then ask yourself, would a customer understand that this is a pre-order before they pay? If the answer is yes, you are in a much better spot. Now let's talk about the part that actually keeps pre-orders from becoming a headache. The first thing is to be very clear about the shipping timeline. Do not make people guess. If the product is expected to ship in 3 to 4 weeks, say that on the product page. If it's expected to ship at the end of the month, say that. And if the timeline changes, update the product page and email the customer. The second thing is to test the full checkout before you announce the pre-order. Do not just look at the product page and assume that it works, add the products to cart, go through the checkout, look at the order information, then go into your Shopify admin and see how that order appears. You want to know what the customer sees and what your team sees before real orders start coming in. The third thing is to make sure your fulfillment process does not treat pre-orders like normal orders. This is where inventory can get messy. If you use a warehouse, a shipping app, a 3PL, or any kind of fulfillment system, make sure the pre-order is marked clearly so nobody tries to ship something that does not exist yet. That could mean using order tags, fulfillment holds, app settings, or a separate workflow. The exact setup depends on your store, but the goal is simple. Pre-order orders should be easy to spot. The fourth thing is to keep track of how many units are actually coming in. If you have 100 units arriving, do not blindly accept 300 pre-orders unless you are prepared for that delay. Pre-orders are helpful, but they are not magic. You still need to know how much inventory is coming, when it's coming, and how many customers are waiting for it. The fifth thing is to send updates before customers ask. If the product is still on track, send a quick update. If it's delayed, tell people early. If inventory just arrived, let them know fulfillment is starting soon. So this doesn't have to be fancy. A simple email saying your pre-order is still on track and expected to ship next week can prevent a lot of support tickets. So which setup should you use? If you are just testing pre-orders for the first time and you only expect a few orders, the native Shopify method can work. Turn on continue selling when out of stock, add a clear pre-order note in the product description, and track those orders manually. That is the simplest version. But if this is a real launch or you expect a decent number of orders, I would use an app. An app gives you clear buttons, better messaging, and more control over the customer experience. It also makes it easier to manage pre-orders without relying on memory. And that matters because once orders start coming in, you do not want to be guessing which ones are ready to ship and which ones are still waiting on inventory. So that is how I would set up pre-orders on Shopify without breaking inventory. Use the native method if you just need a simple test. Use an app if you want the customer experience to be clearer and easier to manage. But the rule is the same. Make it obvious that the product is a pre-order, make the shipping timeline easy to find, and make sure your fulfillment system does not treat that order like it is ready to ship today. That is how pre-orders become useful instead of stressful. And if you want to build this on your own store, use our Shopify link below to get started. I'm Erin from Shopify Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.